Hi guys, back with a plan with me for the upcoming week, and I'm trying to use up some older stickers that I've kind of been hoarding, for want of a better description. So I'm gonna jump straight in. This is the week that I've not been looking forward to. This is the week that we're back at work, which is well, it's the start of the new term. As always, it is what it is. So I'm using the Wings of Change mini kit, which is an older style kit from Rachel at ElliebethDesigns, and this is a very un-me kit, but there's something about it I quite liked, and I think I liked this combination here of like the blues and the purples more than all of the pink, which is not really my thing. So I'm done. This doesn't come with day covers, and I think I'm going to leave it for now. The pastel rainbow headers that you can get from Rachel's shop, I have got some of those, and they could work just because when you look at the dense washi, there's lots of colours in that. But I think I'm going to leave it for now. And as you can probably tell, I've been squiggling around trying to find some coloured pens that work quite well this selection. So I think I know what I'm going to do. There's a little less, there are less stickers than normal. We'll see how it goes. So on the oldest kits, the Erin Condren original kits, the washi came with cut lines at the end, so you could trim it in half, which is what I have done. And actually this bit here, this had a shorter bit and a longer bit, and I've just cut through it because I have really. So I'm just gonna take the longer bits and lay them across the top of the boxes over here, which is almost a perfect fit, and then do the same on this side as well. Before I forget, not that I will forget because it's pretty awesome, I just want to say thank you to everybody, because I did cross the 1000 subscriber magical thing just before New Year, which was amazing and unexpected, and so thank you all for that, is what I will say. Weekend banner. I'm gonna have to flip this upside down. This is the nice thing about having a new planner, is there's not so much in it, so it turns nice and easily when you want to flip it around and things. Stick that in there, stick that down the bottom. No, stick it there, because I had a brainwave. I had a brainwave about the way I plan things and why I do things in certain ways, and I don't know why I've not done this before. So let's do that while I'm thinking about it. So I have got my sort of functional binder out already, and I've realised I was sorting through some stuff, and I had all sorts of sheets kind of stuffed in the front of my kit, my collection binder, which wasn't great, but hydration stickers is primarily what I was after. So I'm going to lift out a few sheets of those. So what I've done in the past, if you remember, is through some of my older sections, is either block them all over here, or I started here and just run them across the page. Now, why I haven't started them under the days that they are intended for is a mystery to me, and something that I think I should have done. So it does cover up the washi a bit, but I think I'm just going to anchor them under the day for which they are intended, because I really like this washi. Just stick it under the, no, I'm going to do it. I am going to do it like this, and that will happen. And that's all we will say on the matter. Because I'm trying to, actually I can't remember how much I've said on camera and what I've said anymore. I'm trying to add in some more day-to-day practical bits, I suppose you'd say, into this planner. So I've done all sorts of setup, which will probably give you a little bit of a flip through at the end. And the back pages I've actually set stuff up which I've never done before in my passion planner. I just use it for sort of ongoing notes and things, but I've actually made an effort to put stuff in that I would usually put in my bullet journal. So that's one thing, and just trying to like record things a little bit differently. So one thing that I have, for example, on this kit is we've got the little things here, which gives me things like dinner labels. So I can go in, for example, and put a little bit things over where I'm going to have dinner and block that time out. So actually Monday isn't going to be then because it's back at guides as well on Monday, so I'm going to move that forward because I will be eating a little bit earlier and a little bit separately to my husband. Then of course we have Tuesday's game night, and these fit perfectly within an hour block, which I really like, because actually the one thing that me and my husband are making more of a point of is not just sitting down having dinner together before I get on with work, but also, you know, sitting down, having dinner together and watching something, or just spending that time together. Why have I done that there? By the time he gets home, I suppose we'll leave it there for now. They are removable after all, I can always change them up when I want to. So that one will go in there. Talking to my husband, I've got this horrible feeling that he's going to walk in through the door partway through me filming, because it's actually Friday night, and because it's the holidays and I've had a bit more time, I've decided I'm just going to get on and do this, and then do that horrible prep before going back to work panic of, oh, what have I got to do? So we tend to eat a tiny bit early at the weekends. So that means that in this planner, which is all about function, I've got all of my tracking for meals and hydration, which is pretty cool, I feel. And these all match up with the days, which is equally something that I've been failing at abysmally. Well, not failing at, just not doing it as well at. So there's no bin icon on here, but there is a nails icon because I'm having my nails done, which is quite nice. My phone's starting to buzz centrally. So the crochet along started today, which I am taking part in, the Attic 24 crochet along, but I've never crocheted anything, so I did a tiny little bit and was really pleased and posted a picture, and then loads of people have replied with some very supportive comments about welcoming you to the world of crochet and the fact that it will take forever to start off with, but it's okay. Right, so I have my nails done then. Now, I just had in my hand, I found the last few of my guide stickers that I bought in the sale in the old style sheets. There we go. This is my last sheet of these. So dusky pink, purple, or even the blue. Do you know what, let's go blue. No, because I always want blue. And I'll make this last a bit longer. Let's go for dusky pink. These are fabulous for keeping track of what we're up to and having a note on there. So if I flip back to my monthly a moment, I've put ones all along here for the meetings that we've got in January, so I can kind of make a quick note of what's going on. So that's all on the monthly as well, so they're really handy for recording all sorts of things. Work, I don't want to put work stickers in. I will put work stickers in. That's me just going, ugh, because I don't want to go back to work. We worked out that I think I probably was unwell for nearly all of December. That's the month I was looking for. So I was completely just not okay with school, and I saw someone the other day and they went, wow, you actually look well, which was delightful, but at the same time slightly reinforcing the fact that I really wasn't, and I'd forgotten what life was like when I wasn't ill. So I think I'm going to go and do some drawing of boxes before I put my apples in. So if I can find my sheet. No, there it is. I was playing around with these colours. I like this one, and I like this one, and this one that's a bit similar. They're very similar. I might go blue, grey. This is one I really like, which I think is this one. Let me just do another double check. That looks about right. I'm going to go with those. So these are obviously my mildliners, and these are the Faber Castell felt tips. So I'm just going to draw out some boxes. So, oh, that's the husband home. Bear with me a moment. Okay, that was the husband home. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so Monday we are back at work. Bright and early. Different student. New student who is male, which I think in my class will go down very, very well. I've got a lot of boys with big personalities, and I think actually having a bloke around they will appreciate. I'll do Thursday for that one as well. Thursday, as you can see, I've got a ridiculously early nail appointment for me, so I will be legging it at the end of school. Actually at 4 o'clock, but this kind of overlaps the hour a little bit more because it's the older style appointment labels, and just covers a bit of travelling time as well. So that's work on those days. Then Tuesday I will leave by 4:30. I am determined not to leave so late this term. Last term I was leaving ridiculously late a lot of the time, and that's not really good for anybody. So I will do that. And then again on Friday, I want to leave by 4:30. We have to do this weekly review thing with the students in terms of how their week's gone and what they need to prioritise for next week. So we'll go from there. And I don't want to leave it too late. And then Wednesday is... What's going on Wednesday? It's staff meeting day, isn't it? Oh, do you know what? I'm going to put 5:30. It will be a long one. We've got a member of staff back. We've got another one out. So there'll be lots and lots of things to go through. And I've just got this feeling Monday we're going to be given time in our classrooms, which is absolutely fine. But it just means that because we've got other staff coming in, it means that this does like to be longer. Anyway. So stickers, I'm gonna go for the lilac-y ones on my grey days, I think, because while there are grey labels included, they haven't got apples on. Not that's a problem, but we're gonna go with it. Actually, I've got all of my apples out, all my thousands of sheets, and I really don't need them, so that's fine. Pink on these days. Pink on these days, and then I need a blue, dark blue. I might go dark blue. Yeah, I'm doing it. There we go. So apples are down for work. Excuse me. And then I'm going to put one of these in the good things that happened, because I find it quite nice just to have a checklist to try and fill up. I'm going to put this one down for my weekly focus. Haven't decided what it's going to be yet, but there we go. It's in there. So other things that need to go in here. Right. I have changed the way I do certain things. or I'm hoping to change the way I do certain things as part of my sort of New Year goal type things, I suppose, based on my game changer. So this one, I'm trying to find these. Don't ask me, there's a hydration sticker on there, there just is. So that's the sort of like my Saturday morning planning routine, which is primarily to do with social media, filming, stuff like that. Setting up the following week on the Passion Planner, UK Passion Planner forum posts and things like that. So that's then. I thought I had really skinny labels on one of these sheets, but apparently I don't. Okay. And apparently I've lost a sheet as well. I always do this. Never mind. A skinny one, so I might just block out some time in here. Planning session. It's I don't really do planning session the same way, although PPA is on that day. Oh, I don't know what to do with that. I always used to use these, like, make a real thing of it, but I've spread it out and split it up to make things a bit more productive, hopefully. I don't know. Okay. I feel like this is a really pink day suddenly. I'm going to remove that. Let's go with some butterflies instead. This is for sort of householdy stuff, which will go in there. I'm going to make use of the car because this is the week that I have the car. So I might just make a note of it down here. And just stick that in there. I normally put it up here, but I'm going to actually cover it with a quote label, quote box, because I may have 2 passion planners, so I don't need to read this. And equally, kind of like the tone of this for the start of the new year is quite nice. So we'll go in there. Now the one thing I cannot find, which is typical, is my cow sticker sheets. I've put it down somewhere and I can't find it, the crochet along one, so I could add in that section 2 comes up here, although I think I'm probably going to put it in my back pages, which I'll show you in a moment. So that's the outline for the week. I don't think I've got any more appointments. My husband's got game night, so I'm just going to run that in there just to signify that he's out. And then the only other thing I want to do is to set up my running task tracker thing, which I had running this week but only partially, and I don't think it's turned out in quite the same way, so I'm gonna do it again over here. I kind of feel like I've got this great plan, this great tracker, and it's all great, but I need to break down what some of those things are a little bit more. So I've got some bullet journal brainstorming to do later, just to solidify what I want out of each of those things. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nearly did that without counting now, that's strange. 5, 6, and 7. And then I've got space to do that and more tasks. So what haven't I got in that I've normally got in? I haven't put in my morning and evening routines yet. That I think I can live with. I haven't put in my recycling stickers. It's recycling only on a Tuesday next week, just to cause great confusion to everybody involved. How have I used all the pink ones? That makes no sense. Use a purple one. So to catch up after Christmas, so we had no recycling between Christmas and New Year or bin collection or anything, so it kind of goes out of jolt completely. So yeah, no, I think that's it. So I quite like this, and I like this. I think a splash of blue does something. In fact, I might do something else. I might just do a little draw around the sticker thing that I like to do. No, I've just thought of something else that I haven't done. Might have to be pen. This is why I really like the new collection sheets, because you can have absolutely loads of labels to do all those things that, and block out time for all those things I like to block time out for. So do that there. We'll fit that in there for a little bit of extra planning. If I can find my stickers. So this is where my planning routine has changed completely. So this sort of time is sort of like filming and social media planning for like the Passion Planner group and what I want to do for my posts for the following week. This is my sort of weekly check-in, budget planning sort of time. This is where I take my sort of time plans, my work plans, consolidate them all, and then build up my bullet journal for the next week. So it's all planning related, just in a slightly different way. So I'm going to put those in there. And I could put Penguin Joe in, but I feel like I've used loads of Penguin Joes. I'm very much in the mood for icons at the moment. I know what I haven't put in. This will be a highlight at the top. Yeah, so my blog post on the ElliebethDesigns blog goes live on Monday. Wednesday I'm hoping to publish some other video, and then obviously Sunday or Saturday will be that, and then part 2 is there. So the one thing that I would love out of a passion planner is to have like all of this, but have space at the top for sort of like those day specific events that aren't necessarily time specific, although they are time specific, but not necessarily in the same way. Because then you could have all that recorded down. So as you can see, I'm hoping to get 2 videos out a week in January to see if I can sustain that with everything else, and if I decide that I can't, then it won't continue. If I can, I will. So if there's anything you would like to see from anything, then let me know in the comments below. So that is going to be my setup for the week. So I've got space. If you haven't seen some of my other videos, my events for work are going here, and I've got space for tasks, and I can fill the rest of the space in with other things. I did say I'd give you a quick peek at some of my back pages, didn't I? So first one is for the Sweet Pea blanket crochet along with my little reference card that I made. So that's in there. I've put washi down the sides of lots of pages, but I haven't necessarily filled anything in. My year in pixels pages, so anxiety, pain in my hands will go there, and I'm thinking about adding something else in here. The next page, I'm going to show you that much. This is like a year in pixels, but for spending. So it was inspired by Joshi Corin from her bullet journal, which I really liked. Space for my life planned out, so to track my stats over the year and just make notes on sort of what I've published. And then I've got a space to record all of the kits that I use. So Taylor from Tashy Teacher Plans uses her yearly overview to record all the kits she uses in her planner, and I didn't have enough space for that, but I thought it was a really nice idea to record them and where they came from. And then right in the very back, obviously I've got pen testing. Even though I know what they're like, it did feel a little bit like the paper was a touch different in this compared to my blue one. So that's my passion planner back pages, and if I go back to this week, we can just finish with that open. And as I said, if there's anything you want to see, let me know. I'll be back with another video and another plan with me next week, and in the meantime, happy planning.